So the next option here is going to be starting a campaign. This is very straightforward. Basically, just fill this out and you configure how you want your campaign to actually work. Campaign name, this is just for you, so you can check your campaigns by name. Then you're going to have to connect the Google Sheet list. Right here, when you click on it, it's going to give you the option to use the list that you already connected previously. If you connected several lists, you're going to get all those right here. Then the outgoing line strategy, you just leave this manually, because this basically means if you happen to have more numbers connected to the platform, because you can connect up to 5 lines at the same time, you can tell the platform, hey, I'll choose my line manually. I wanna tell you which number I'm going to use to be dialing out, or you can set it up automatically in where the platform will jump from one number to another to start making those calls. In this case, because our example only uses one line, this is why we only have this option to choose one line manually. And then it'll allow you to choose which line you want to use to call out. Again, because you can upload and save up to 5 numbers on our platform, you're going to have the option right here to choose which line you want to use to call. In this case, because we chose the option to manually select what number we use to make those outbound calls, then we need to choose which number we're going to use. In this case, the only number that we have added here. Then we can also configure how many allowed rings before moving on. This way you can shorten the time that it would take you to call a very big list. Instead of waiting for the phone to automatically hang up, and then the system will see that the call hanged up and then try the next number, you can actually change that to not wait until the end and hang up automatically and then continue to the next number. So you can control when that happens by the number of rings right here. The next option is a very good option that we added here. It's basically the configuration for leaving voicemails. So you have 3 options here. One, either if nobody answers, you just move on to the next number. 2, if nobody answers, it'll leave a voicemail, and you can upload a file, an MP3 file, so you can set up what voicemail you want to use when nobody answers. Or 3, use an aggressive voicemail drop mode, which basically means that the system will be looking for any type of sign that the user will not answer in order to leave a voicemail. These two are very similar. The only difference is that the leave a voicemail when voicemail answers the call is the system will automatically wait until the number that you're dialing to automatically triggers the voicemail. And this one, it won't even wait for that. It'll try to do it as aggressively as possible. That way you can leave voicemails sooner rather than later. And this will also shorten the time between your list when you're calling several numbers. And if you choose any of these 2, you have the option to upload an MP3 file. MP3 files basically is you leaving your voicemail message. That way you don't have to leave a voicemail message manually each single time. You could just upload a file. The system will automatically, when we need to leave a voicemail, the system will use the voicemail file that you already uploaded. And you can have up to 3 voicemail slots for you to use, so you can jump around and select which voicemail you want to leave depending on the campaign that you're making. So maybe campaign 1, you're calling properties in Ohio, or calling insurance. You're from an insurance company and you're calling people to renew their insurance in Florida, and you can leave a voicemail for that specific type of calls or that specific type of lists. And then you can upload a second voicemail for maybe purchasing properties in Canada, and you'll have a list right here of all the voicemails that you uploaded. Again, you can only upload up to 3, and then you can just select which ones you want to use when you want to leave a voicemail. Once you set this section up, you just click on start dialing, and you'll get a pop-up with the amount of numbers that are being dialed, the ones that answer, the ones that don't answer, the ones that leave a voicemail, etc. You can track all of that information. And the the section to the right here, it's just going to give you a preview of what the pop-up will the information of the pop-up that you're going to get. So whatever you see here is the information that you're going to get on the pop-up. So this way, before you start your campaign, you can actually check if the information that you're going to receive is useful to you, so that way when somebody answers the phone, you know what information you need. And the final two sections down here is very simple. We just have an analytics section that'll show you how many calls have been answered, disconnected, that have gone to voicemail. You're gonna be able to see it here. You can check it by date, and you're gonna be able to see the numbers. Once you finish that campaign, it'll show you the history right here of the campaign that you've made and the calls that you've made. And you can also clear it if you by any chance want to start fresh. But if you start one campaign that's called test campaign 1, it'll show here on the campaign section, and the final results of how many calls were answered to how many calls were sent to voicemail will also be able to be viewed right here.